defense whenever you want to match up the switch. Whatever console you're on, press the normal pass button to perform a switch. The second gameplay tip I have is icon lead passing. Go to your settings and turn this on. Whenever you're icon passing, you can lead your players around the court and gain control of your players using the left stick.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And we'll be getting the inside story tonight. Shams Charania is joining us at the broadcast table. Shams, it is so great to have you by our side.
Kevin, thank you so much. It's great to be here. I always love to follow the game, talk about the game. It should be a lot of fun tonight.
You'll give great insight. We can't wait to get going. Now Golden State's starting five. Draymond Green is out there with Butler. Then there's Payton. Then there's Dixon. And it's Curry in at the point guard position. And for Houston, running the wings, they'll go with Green and Brooks. Alperen Şengün out there with Thompson. And it's Van Vliet in at the point. And Shams, Houston loaded with young talent. And after the Harden deal, they are loaded with first-round picks. Any thoughts on how you think they may proceed with all of that?
I'm told that front office will continue to be big game hunting. Those picks, they have a lot of them. They're going to be worth plenty moving forward, and they know it. At some point, they're going to take a big swing here. They're biding their time, waiting. The Houston Rockets have all the cards. They've got the young talent. They've got the draft picks, and with Ime Udoka, they've had some success to build on.
I love what you said there. Big game hunting. That's the only way they're going to make that jump. I love that term.
You got to love Van Vliet's fearlessness, and I think that's why his teammates look up to him as a leader.
Here's Dixon. No good from outside. And it's Van Vliet with the ball for the Houston Rockets. Last time they lost to the Warriors.
I tell you, they were drawing a lot of iron from the perimeter. Couldn't get the threes to go down, and really the story of the game.
And, you know, that's a big part of how they attack and win, getting it going from the three-point line, but at the end of the day, it didn't happen.
Now Brooks after the missed three from Dixon. And here we go. Fast break. Payton's got it. Pass to Dixon. Launches it. Cranes the three-pointer.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
They kick it out to Green. Brooks against Payton. Brooks the pass to Thompson. And he banks in the layup.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Here's Dixon. Really played well against Sacramento in his last outing. Here's Green. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Oh, here's Van Vliet. Playing Portland, he was nearly unstoppable. Count that bucket.
Using the dribble to get free for a hoop. Fred Van Vliet. That's nasty.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Dixon passes to Curry. To the wing right side. Here's Dixon. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. 6 points for Smooth.
We know Curry has tremendous vision, and he uses it to tee up his teammates for easy shots.
Well, we talked about expansion. That has been floated around. We know that teams would have to realign. Shams, any ideas on which teams might have to shift with expansion in the East or West?
Certainly most of the potential expansion cities, the high-level ones, have been noted as teams in the West. Maybe you have a team out east that is in the West moving into the Eastern Conference. But the league could obviously surprise everyone with a different solution, maybe having one expansion team be an Eastern Conference team, one being a West. There's several options that Adam Silver and the NBA have.
I would think New Orleans would be one of those teams, right? Just where they are geographically. Memphis, those two teams are in the West, and I could see them maybe going east. Possible?
Certainly Minnesota and Memphis. Those are two teams that, to me, have an Eastern Conference feel.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played, and the layup falls.
Boy, they're on fire right now, cooking with gas, starting this one out 4-5.
Jacks up a three. Dixon's shot is off. For Houston, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. They get Stephen Curry.
Green's activity on offense is something I really appreciate. Because of that, I think he makes the defense typically commit fouls.
The Warriors making a switch here. Podziemski's checked in. Warriors trail by 3. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I caught up with Coach Ime Udoka. We talked about the respect he has for Jimmy Butler and everything that Jimmy Buckets brings to the table. He told me Butler's special. He impacts the game with the ball, without the ball, and with his defense. But he said as much of a challenge as Butler presents, he'll be ready. Guys?
Thank you, David. So it's the Warriors now, following the miss by Fred VanVleet.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And Thompson throws it down.
He's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
And as the salary cap looks set to rise significantly, Shams, any major effects that you can anticipate?
It won't be like the year the Warriors signed KD. They're going to smooth the cap's numbers, and it's not going to spike quite the same. But these numbers will continue to get eye-popping when you think about player salary, and you have to keep in mind luxury tax and the new second apron that came into play with the collective bargaining agreement, and that will play a part in how teams build, not putting yourself in a restrictive position to continue to build winning organizations.
A lot of moving parts to contend with, but boy, a lot on the horizon.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Here's Green. Shoots over Podziemski. Here's Şengün. And finally, they hit one.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Butler in the corner. Passes it to Dixon. It's rebounded by Houston. Here's Green driving to the basket. And it's Green slamming it down.
Some of these dunks he throws down are absolutely absurd. What an athlete Green is.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. From the arc. No good, and he's 3 of 6 from the floor. Pass to Dixon. The tray. That shot off the mark.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
VanVleet finds Şengün. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Warriors trail by 9. Here's Dixon. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Last game for the Rockets, they picked up the win against the Portland Trail Blazers.
Tenacious on the attack. Thompson is fantastic at finding lanes to the basket.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell him simply.
know you've reported on so many big trades that did happen. Were there ever a few that were close to happening but may have fallen apart at the 11th hour?
I always wait until things are 100% confirmed, but listen, there's always a trade or two that's viewed as done but just does not happen, whether it sours, whether something falls apart. There's always one deal or two that falls apart at the trade deadline or in the offseason. But I try to wait as best I can and make sure that when I report, it is confirmed.
Outstanding. At the guard positions, Van Fleet and Green. Dylan Brooks out there with Thompson. And it's Şengün in at center. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Here's Van Fleet. Green with the block.
No matter what night it is, Green seeks to intimidate and more often than not succeeds.
Van Fleet wide open.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
The pass to Butler. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Outside Curry. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Dixon. From outside the arc, Green with the rebound.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
That shot, no good.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
What I appreciate most about Green is his leadership. Strong vocally on and off the floor.
Golden State.
And both free throws good for Green. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Curry against Green. Offline with his 3. Warriors trail by 15. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Thompson.
At all times, he's on the court. Green is active and physical. He loves being in the middle of the action.
And both free throws good for Green.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
And Shams, nothing gets a workout like your phone. We're talking NBA. We're watching this game. We got this great group here courtside. You've got 2 phones working, and I'm sure there's a 3rd hidden in your bag. Can you estimate how many texts do you send and receive a day? Is there even a number we can put with it?
Kevin, how many texts do you get a day related to NBA info? You're coming at me. You know the job is, it's hundreds of messages flooding my phone on a daily basis, and the screen time usually in busy seasons tends to be closer to 18 to 20 hours, but this is what we signed up for. This is what we love to inform the audience.
Oh, and I know you love every second of it.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Peyton passes to Dixon.
I see him.
Fires from deep. And again, no good by Golden State.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
It's good on the putback. And the Rockets lead by 21.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, having an easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Timeout called the Warriors.
He's forcing shots offensively, hurting his team in the process. He needs to trust his teammates more.
Passes it to Dixon. They need this. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Brooks against Curry. And Brooks gets it to go.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Curry against Van Vliet. Curry passes to Dixon. They get it back.
Boy, throwing himself on the offensive glass and being rewarded for it, that's the energy that Draymond Green brings.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, Smooth in the last game against Sacramento played superb basketball. He had 56 points and he was a two-way player, causing the opponent headaches on offense and defense. Those were ridiculous numbers he put up. See what he has in store for an encore. Can't wait to see. Kevin?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
Brooks finds Green. Tries again. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Dixon. 10 points for him. Hands it from downtown. And in last year's playoff Shams, we did see a lot of players injured and unable to play. What are some of the solutions that may be being talked about that you hear about?
People certainly ask if this is a result of the 65-game rule. Is it the more physical play? Is it the consequences of the regular season? The league is going to take a wait-and-see approach to determine if this is an issue they have to fix, but they do love the results of what this has brought as far as player availability moving forward.
Yeah, they do seem sold on that 65 number, don't they?
100%. And at the end of the day, some of these injuries are flukish. There's a lot of, obviously, lower body injuries, and you can't measure that. I think the league is going to want to see more data over the next 5 to 10 years to really determine, does this rule impact the game and impact injuries?
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game.
Van Vliet attacking. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Curry on the wing. Pass to Dixon. For the 3. Great D that time from Van Vliet. The pass to Şengün. And here is Green. Back to Şengün. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
The balance, the focus, Şengün shrugging off the contact in style.
Here's Dixon. No good. Shot missing. Great defense that time from Şengün.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used this contribution.
Payton against Brooks. Knocked away and stolen by Butler. Pass to Green. Over Thompson. And the Warriors miss again. Houston leading by 19. All right, Shams, I know you can't reveal all your secrets, but how do you develop relationships with your sources? The players, the agents, the GMs, the scouts, all over the NBA. And so it's Houston cruising in.
First half will score your Rockets 64. The Warriors 42.